I was helping someone to strategize with his job search, and I mentioned to him an idea that not too many people know. And the idea is that you have to look at a job ad and you have to study it and analyze it so that you can extract 3 or 4 performance criteria. And then in your cover letter, in your communications, in your job interview, you will focus on providing evidence, very much like as if you were a criminal trial attorney. You provide the evidence to the jury. In this case, you provide evidence that proves that you can perform and you can satisfy these 3 or 4 performance criteria. And the performance criteria for any professional job, they are not likely to be mentioned explicitly in a job ad. And there are many reasons for this, but probably a common reason is that the HR person writing the job ad doesn't really understand the requirements of the job. So for example, if the job is email marketing, one performance criteria which your future boss might really care about is, sales conversion. And therefore, you have to prove in all your communications and at the job interview that you're able to use email marketing to convert subscribers into paying customers, because that is a critical performance criteria. So the job ad might say, oh, you must have, 3 years of experience or 5 years of experience. But having 3 or 5 years of experience might have little to do with the person's ability to convert a subscriber into a paying customer. Like someone who has 1 year of experience but has proof that he can generate sales through email marketing, that person will easily beat another person who might have 5 years of email marketing experience, but he's been doing mostly newsletters and soft content marketing, and he wasn't involved in sales conversions. Do you see what I mean? What I mean is that you got to analyze a job ad in order to truly understand what the job is supposed to do, because the job was created to perform a certain function within the organization. It was designed to generate a specific result. And so when you look at a job ad, you've got to really analyze it and figure out, like, what is this job, or what is the person in this job supposed to do? Like, what is the ultimate result? There might be 2 or 3 results, but there's usually 1 or 2 primary result, right? And that's why the job was created. The job was not created for somebody like you who has education and experience and skills to fulfill that job. No, you have to think like a business person. And so when you get to that level of understanding the job and you understand it better than the human resources person who wrote the job ad, then you can, at the interview, hopefully you're going to meet your future boss. You can convince that boss. You can say, look, mister, no, sir, ma'am, I know that this job is supposed to produce that kind of result, and I've produced that kind of results before consistently, and therefore I can do this job. That is a better sales pitch than saying something at the job interview, like, when they ask you why should we hire you, and if you say something, oh, because I have 5 years experience in email marketing, I have a diploma from a reputable college in digital marketing, that may be good, but it's not addressing the key issue. It's not focusing on what your future boss really cares about, which is results. And that's why more and more nowadays, the smart employers are not really looking at your certifications and what you've done in the past for other companies. They want to know, what can you do for us? Can you produce the results that we expect you to produce, the results for which that particular job was created? And that kind of analysis, most people don't do, not because they're lazy, but because it doesn't occur to them. They see a job ad, they quickly use ChatGPT to write a cover letter and resume, and they send it, and they don't give a second thought to what the employer really needs. The employer really needs you to understand the job and to convince him or her that you can produce the results consistently for which the job has been created. That's the only way you're going to convince them to make you a job offer.